lymph nodes, they were
Hmm.
totally clear,
Wow.
totally clear. And I said to her, that's the patches. The patches, because I've gotten that story from Anna Allen, and I've gotten the story from a woman in England, Michael, one of your followers, who said, is this common that they take some, a tumor and it's totally clear around it? And so I just want you to know that's from my dear friend too. Her lymph nodes were clear, so they'll do what they need to do with the rest of it. But she patches work. Thank
Very
you.
good. Very good. And hopefully for most people, but we can't say it's going to work for everybody. So that's good. But we have a lot of anecdotal evidence that it is working exceptionally well for a lot of people. So use them, and if you get some good responses, let us know. Patty.
Hello, everybody. Hey, Dr. Kathy's waiting for you in Hawaii, Mike.
Oh, she's already there?
Yeah,
Oh,
she's there.
good.
They took a few extra days and they went. So, yeah, she's
Brilliant.
waiting.
Yeah.
But anyway, so here, update for me. Today's Monday, and I played pickleball for the first time in 5 weeks. So it was great. I was a little nervous, didn't know how I would do, but it was like riding a bike. So got right back in. My energy level was great. Didn't have any problems with my shoulder or my toe. That was the other thing. And I was just amazed that I had a toenail removed and was able to get a shoe on within 6 days. So, and that's just amazing. But I do believe because I had been doing this for 3.5 years already, my body was pretty good shape. And then just, putting the patches right there in the area and drinking the water. So I do have a story about the water. And we talked about allergies and the histamines, but I have had chronic cough. I may have mentioned this last week for a long time, maybe close to 10 months a year, just a cough, just annoying. But, sometimes it would turn into a bad chest cold. And, if I didn't catch it right away, put a glutathione or something. But I do not have that cough anymore. 3 weeks on the water, I feel like that's what it is. Even it would get so bad sometimes I'd be wheezing at night, and my husband would say, "Is that you making that noise?" It's like, oh, I could take Clarinex, I could take, any kind of antihistamine, but they never worked for me. So, but I have to say, 3 weeks today, I've had my machine. I've been drinking the water almost consistently. So yeah, that's my story. So I'm just thrilled. I've been telling everybody, trying to talk to people about the water, getting more information. Dr. Stacy had a call the last week, and that was really a good call. Listening to all that, just trying to get informed so I can inform people, how it actually really works. So yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Patty.
Thank you.
So, Dr. Annabelle, you're doing really well with the with your business. You've maintained your upward trajectory, and we've had a little bit of pullback. Last week we weren't getting any machines because I think they're trying to catch up. A lot of people like came off their highs as far as like their star level, but you maintained yours. So good job on your business. You and Chris are doing a great job.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Kathy.
Okay, here I am. We're outside. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, so I was thinking about what Dr. Annabelle said, because I would get seasonal allergies, I don't know, periodically. And with good supplementation, I noticed that they dissipated. Well, they'd come back periodically here or there, but ever since I've been on the patches, I don't notice anything. Now, I am allergic to mangoes. Now, I haven't tried any mangoes for a long, long time. Maybe I should and see what happens. Okay. So anyway, today is day 3 that we've been here, and I'm at 8,000 steps already. I'll probably hit 20,000 by the end of the day, and we're just walking all over the place.
All
So
right.
yesterday I was about 17 or 18,000. I was going to try to hit 20, but end of the day I thought, well, I'll just give up. I shouldn't say give up. I'll just end it. I'll continue tomorrow. Saturday we took an 8-hour trip here. I want to say there's a 5-hour time difference, and I want to say that I really didn't notice that 5 hours. I mean, I had energy all day. Now I had 2 sets of energy patches on, X39, X49, and anything you could imagine I patched myself with. But we've been having a great time here. Weather's great. So whoever's coming on out, hey, we're waiting for you.
All right. Yeah, we got a nice little crew coming out there, the biggest yet. So we'll have a lot of fun.
Okay.
Be good.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Dr. Kathy.
I have one, Michael,
Yeah.
from my sister, and
Oh,
she's
yeah.
been
Good,
waiting.
good.
So
Yeah.
she's been drinking the water and wearing the patches.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, and I have to say two things in terms of, or three in terms of the water. I think I have a very bad throat. I'm very dry most of the time, but
Mhm.
since drinking the water, there's a big difference, and I cough as much. I'm not as thirsty all the time, and also I think it's also helping with pain because I have arthritis. But the third thing is that I have what I experience when I drink that water is that it's almost like my body craves it in the sense that it's real water. And I don't have that experience with any other water that I drink.
Mm.
It's so pure and you can taste the purity. So I think those three things.
That's fantastic. And
Yeah.
I've met you in person, and I've seen you over the years, and you look fantastic.
Well, thank you. I
Yeah.
wear the patches all the day, all the time, every day.
Patches in the water makes a difference. Very good.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And she's 80, folks. So right ahead of me by a year or two. So there you go. Thank you.
Lovely.
Thanks. Oh, and Lynn just appeared. Lynn, I got your photos. So
Perfect timing.
yeah, I'm going to ask you to unmute. I have to do that.
There we go.
Thank you. I love it that you have to do that. I want you to have to do that. These
Thank-
ridiculous people out there.
Mm-hmm.
So, amazing shares. I, you know how I love my animals. I love people, of course, too, but my animals. So I had one of my brand partners purchase the water machine, and I have been doing my daily testimonies of the water machine and the impacts on me and Gracie the cat. And I'm up to 65 wins. Gracie's up to 13 wins and growing. And so now people are getting their X2O water machine. And I had a brand partner, Laura, send me a picture of Max. And this is Max after he drank the water. Do you have Max handy? No? Okay. So that's okay. Okay. So what I'll do is we've got Max and, well, okay, I'll just tell the story. That's okay. So Max drank the water with his, it's in his water. Oh, so that's Gracie. We can start with Gracie. I sent
Yeah.
pictures of Gracie because just to, the picture of her smiling was the day I set up the machine. That was right after we hadn't even had a drink yet. I set up the machine. She's happy. And I'll tell you what I think it is now that I've had this thing. And I've shared this every day. Again, people can go to my Rumble at the Lynn Scott Hagerman Show or YouTube at Lynn Scott Hagerman. She feels the light infused frequencies in that machine. That's what's going on. I've been watching her and I feel it too. I'm very, because of my background, I'm very sensitive to everything with my body and energy and light and frequency. When I stand in front of the X2O when the water's dispensed, I feel it. I feel enthusiasm fill my heart and I feel energy fill my body head to toe. And I researched the why, and it's being that close to those light frequencies. She felt it too. And that's what the smiles. I mean, I just thought, yeah, I just thought it was fascinating when she did it. Now, the top picture is Gracie now used to her water. She's licking her lips as it's being poured. So, because what she does now is, when she wants a glass, her bowl, I put her bowl right by there. She'll sit by it, she'll look really pretty and look at me and wait until I pour her fresh because she knows the difference between fresh and some that has set out for a while. And she'll do all kinds of cat behaviors to protect her water from predators. Like now she's taking a bath before she drinks And that's to clear her scent so predators can't get her water. That's the value. I've had her 5 years. That's the value she places in this. So maybe we don't understand what they're saying, but I can read her behavior. And so I want to do a quick share just on her. So we're going to, we'll see you in Hawaii. Aloha to everyone going. That's tomorrow. So today I had to put her, I got to put her in the cat, I called it cat hotel. And she does not like the cat hotel. I'll tell you normal. And now with the water, I'll tell you her testimony before and after. With the cat hotel, she shuns me in the car because she's so mad. She turns her back to me and shuns me. And then we get there and she hates it there. When I picked her up last time, she had taken her bed, flipped it upside down and hid under it the entire time. When I went to pick her up last time, she was so scared, she didn't even recognize my voice and who I was. That's how traumatic it is to leave her there. I was very concerned. So I got her a different room this time, but this time now she's had the water for 18 days. And this time, when we unzipped her little carrier, her eye, so she looked at me the whole drive that she didn't shun me. She looked at me with pretty eyes like she was relaxed. And so I just talked to her. She knew where she was going, but it's this huge change in behavior. When we got there was a woman who's cared for her for 3 years. It was there. I've never met her before. Had no idea who she was. She's a cat person. She said for the last 3 years that she's worked there, if she tries to touch Gracie, Gracie will bite her, hiss at her, won't let her touch her. Today, when they unzipped it, Gracie looked at her, batted her eyes, and the woman was able to put her hand inside Gracie's carrier and pet my cat.
Wow.
I mean, that's huge. And what that is a nervous system completely relaxed. She was abandoned as a kitten in a forest before she ever was weaned from her mom. And praise God, someone rescued her. So that's caused a lot of, horrific levels of stress in her. And I can relate to that. And the technology, I'll describe it with me this way too. It's rewiring my brain. I was wired incorrectly from my childhood, and this is completely changing the wiring, and it is with her too. I find that astounding. So that's it. And then I'm not sure if Jen's found
I
Max
found
yet.
it. I found it. Do you
So
see
there's
it?
Max. There's Max after his first glass.
And then this is another one.
Yeah, that's Max. So the owner said, this is Max after his first drink of water from his fountain. And she said she's never seen him do this. He's luxuriating. That's the word she just luxuriating. And
Whoops, I'm
she,
sorry.
she said that now, so she keeps it going in Max's fountain nonstop. She said now all the dogs in the house are drinking out of the cat fountain, and none of them have ever done that before.
This is totally back.
So that's, the animal's behavior
Yeah,
says it
they
all.
do.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
those are my cats. Yeah. And then a couple quick shares about patches because patches are still, very, very important. I had a new customer and she's in her 70s. She has been in horrific, excruciating, nonstop pain for the last 60 years, and nothing can be done about it. Pain meds help some. She started on the X39, and for the first time in her life, she woke up the next day looking like Max. And she described it that way. She doesn't have cats, but she said, if I were a cat, she said, I feel good this morning. I feel like purring. And that was one night on the X39. And then she'd had to sleep on the couch for several months because of the pain she had. So I taught her about using our X39 for protocol for that. And so while we were talking on the phone, she took the patch from the back of her neck, put it on her hip, and she said, I hear this word a lot. That's impossible. And her pain went down to a 3. So that's amazing. And so I feel like I've taken a bit of time, but it's just exciting between our water and our patches. It's just, I love what we do. Love what we do.
Yeah, it's just pretty amazing. And when I first drank the water, I felt like the cats too. It's like, but I didn't act out like that. Of course. Like I was like, I'm envious. I'd like to have done that. So I still do. You know, every morning I'm like, I like to just like, wow, and I can drink it like Dr. Annabelle was talking about. It's like so easy to drink that water.
Yeah.
I can drink a 15-ounce glass. I can't do that with normal water. And when I mix the Celergize, if you mix it with regular water, it doesn't quite mix up. It's hard to mix it. You put it in the very soft water, Celergize or the X2O water, and it mixes up very, very easily. So it's amazing. Dr. Annabelle.
I wanted to say thank you to Lynn for sharing her experience with the water machine,
Yeah.
especially the day one, because until we share, we're not going to be able to, maybe sometimes we can't put words to what we felt, right? So on day one, I drank the water and I just felt calm. I have this aura of calmness, but I am also known in this house as the cinnamon tornado because I am like all over the house doing something. I'm a busy. And I literally sat on my deck in the sunshine and I just kind of just sat there. And I'm like, this is so uncharacteristic of me, but it felt really good. And then later on in the day, I felt my abdominal muscles tightening. I'm like, yes, come on, bring it on. Let's do this. So I was like, you can't pick the fix. We know this. But those were two really interesting sort of like scenarios that I had. And thank you, Lynn, for sharing that, because then I wouldn't have known that that was what I was experiencing.
Nice, nice. And like for me, the my eyesight seems to be, I've always had 20/20 and sometimes a little bit better, depending on how I was using my eyes. If I was doing a lot of shooting, you focus on long distance and you come back to your sights, your iron sights or whatever, and your dot, and then you line it up with so you're basically exercising your eyes when you're doing that. And so my vision would get really, really good during that time frame where I was doing a lot of shooting. I don't do the shooting anymore like I used to, but I've been noticing my eyesight is like it's getting like super crisp and sharp again. It's pretty impressive. And what's different? Well, the patches, Celergize, and the water. So combined, they work their miracles. So very, very good stuff. Karen.
I'm unmute.
Unmute. There I am. Okay. Well, adding on to that as well, X39, my regular patches, and then adding the water. And so we have company right now that just came today. But last night at 10 o'clock at night, I decided to paint my bathroom. And so I just went to town painting my bathroom and doing like a little makeover, just because it's been bothering me and I haven't had time to do it any other time. And so I finished it up. I roll into bed like 1:30. I'm pretty tired. I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to be sore when I wake up. I'm going to be cranky. Zero, zero. I woke up, get my morning cocktail and, start the day again. But I will say I did drink a 16-ounce glass last night with the Celergize Evening because I love the flavor and I feel like that is really helping me sleep.
Mhm.
And sure enough, I dreamt last night. The little sleep I got, I was in a deep sleep, dreaming. I don't know, between the patches and the water, it's like a miracle combo. I really believe it. So anyway, that was
Very
my
good, very good.
no, not sore. I'm not sore, and I did a lot of painting, so I'm just very excited about that.
And
So,
yeah, the nice deep sleep and dream time, those are all like, super healthy and
yeah.
help balance us. So great to hear you're experiencing that. Thanks. Yeah, so my sleep has been really good too. So it's like my dream time has been so active over the last year or so that I'm like, am I in a waking dream or dream times? Because it's I keep getting all these different things that will come through during the day, and it's like very uh, I won't say impactful, but very insightful. A lot of the dream time that I've been getting, helping me to see through a lot of stuff and overcome some challenges and so forth. So very, very good stuff. Allie.
There we go. So since you have time for another share and you're talking about this other stuff, I just remembered that for me, one of the other changes that has happened is my digestive system. So I notice I am meal in, meal out without using any sort of digestive enzymes or anything. So that's also a sign of significant improvement in my digestive system and the lining of my gut and its ability to stay on task, shall we say. So meal in, meal out, just like a baby who's nursing. You want that. You also want that as an adult. It's a sign of a healthy gut. So wahoo.
Very good. Thank you. Kathy.
I asked you to unmute. Oh, Susie, I meant Kathy. Yeah, you're good, Kathy.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
and
out.
Susie, I'll do you after. Okay, you're open. You're good. You're there.
I drank the water. This is my about a week on the water. And the first day I drank it, same with everybody, I felt this calm come over me. And then I went to sleep that night and slept really deep. In fact, I had a nightmare. But when I woke up, I was like, oh my God, that's the first dream I've had in probably 3 or 4 years. For some reason, I just quit dreaming. And I've been on the patches, but I just don't dream. But then my legs, sometimes my legs feel heavy. My legs don't feel heavy anymore. I drink it and it makes me drink more. So I said, here, let me step out and get brave. So I drank my morning glass, and then about 10 o'clock, I had another glass with Celergize. I was fine. I'm like, okay. And then I didn't want to drink the other water because when I turned it on, it smelled like I could smell the chlorine so strong. I was like, oh my God. So, I went to bed on Saturday night. I had a big event on Sunday. It was a farmer's market. I was able to stand and talk to people for 6.5 hours.
Wow.
Without sitting down. That's unheard of for me. I came home and I'm like, I'm probably going to die tomorrow. My back was hurting a little bit and I was like, no, be good. It's good for me to be out there in that fresh air. And a lot of people were very receptive to learn about the product. I had a great big sign that they knew what we were talking about, but brought them in and they were interested. Most of the people had never heard of Lightwave or LifeWave. So they were glad to come in. But when I got up this morning, I was like, okay, I'm a little stiff. And I drank my water and I'm not kidding. Instantly, it was gone. So I was like walking around like, so far so good. And I'm on my 3rd bottle today. So
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I do at least 3, sometimes 4 a day, and I think it's great.
Yeah.
It's like drinking regular water, only better.
So clean. Like everybody says, it's so clean.
That's it.
Yeah.
I hope you're not awake tonight, Kathy. Because
Well,
they know
I'll
I know
report. I'll report on Wednesday.
none after 3. Okay. So
Susie.
Susie, I'll open you up. I'm sorry. Okay, you're
It's already
good.
open.
Yep.
Go ahead,
Doc.
Susie. You're good.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
I am so jealous of you guys. I don't have a water machine. I've only been doing this X39 for close to 3 months, and
Mhm.
like Kathy, I can't stand for more than 10 minutes without hurting. But I am remembering my dreams more than I did before,
Good.
and the eczema behind my ears is getting better. So little bitty changes, and I'm just in for the long haul, and I'm just maybe next year I'll go to Hawaii with y'all. But I really love the product. So
Very
thank
good.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some good results, share it, and yeah,
Yep.
we'll love to see you on the next trips. That'd be great.
Okay.
Kathy.
Yeah, I did want to say something. I was going to say it last week and I forgot and we ran out of time, but I remember, so I've been on it 3 years. And from what Susie just said, it reminded me again of what I was going to say last week was I remember hearing people talk when they shared when I first started. And I thought, oh my gosh, I don't think I'll ever make it that long. And now here I am, 3 years, I couldn't quit and I kept going. And it was just like, I've had so many changes, but it happened so fast that 3 years went by. And I will be a lifer just because I enjoy the product and I can talk about it to just about anybody because I see the benefit and what it's done. And trust me, Susie, you'll be at 3 years in no time before you know it. So hang in there.
And you'll be like Kathy, right at the cusp of like really blowing up. So
That's right.
great job,
Even
Kathy.
though they call me Mary
Stay
Ann.
consistent.
That's right. That's right.
Yes. And you've stayed consistent, and it's been fantastic to see your growth. You
Thank you.
were struggling for a little bit, but we just stay with it, and here you are about ready to take off. So great advice, Kathy. Stay on the product. Stay on the
Yep.
product. It will have its results and its time. Sally.
Hiya, Michael.
Hi.
Hi, Jen and everybody. Lovely to hear about the water machine, but like the lady just before me, we don't have that either, Susie. But the X39 is fabulous, and I guess I want to report that Nick, my partner, is doing so well that I was able to go away for a couple of days last week, and that's a big step. And as we heal and do our own work with our patches and the water machine, just note not only your own changes, but the changes in the people around you. Because as you change your vibration, they're in relationship to you and they shift too. And I really noticed that when I came back from my little road trip, that Nick had sort of picked up some different behaviors, which were very pleasing, I can tell you. And he even started painting our bathroom, which was, a little bit chipped and tired. So, and I'm sort of looking back going, wow. So keep on keeping on. And I want to wish everyone a fabulous time luxuriating in Hawaii. And we certainly wish we were going to be there, but we'll keep working on it.
That's it. And thank you for last week. You gave us that nice video at the beach. That was lovely. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else would love to give some? All right. So Tracy,
Little tidbit for the day. I don't want to take time if anyone wants it, or needs it. But hi, Lynn. Hi, everybody. I want to talk spiritual body just a little bit, since we're talking about all the things we're doing with the water. So I've been using it to heal my eyes too. And I got this little dropper. It's a little glass dropper. So in the morning I get the water and put it in my eyes. And then I decided that I was going to start putting it into my ears too, because I don't only want to hear what I'm seeing. I want to have the ears to hear too. And David's given us a spiritual rebirth with this product. I'm just going to say it, you guys, because that's what it's doing for me. And I'm going to heal my eyes with this water, and I'm going to heal my ears, and I'm going to have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. And I'm going to overcome my fears and all my anxieties, just like your cat, Lynn, because I don't have 9 lives. I only have one, and I want to get it right this time. And but I just wanted to share that because This is really a cool thing, and I clean it with boiling water. I don't put any chemicals in here, and I use it a couple times a day. And I just wanted to share that.
Lovely. Lovely. Thank you.
Yeah. Boom, I like those.
And we thanks to Jen and Lynn and everybody's talking about how they use it on their skin, spraying it. We've been spraying it and it's been fantastic. It feels luxurious on the skin as well. Ellen,
Hey, how are y'all tonight?
great.
Well, I had an eye examination last week, and it was really, I still haven't really digested it because I don't know how it can fix itself. I've been on the patches for, well, almost 3 years, a little over 2.5 years.
Mhm.
And as a child, at 3 years old, I cut my face, which clipped a muscle under my right eye. That caused me to have a lazy eye, which would create double vision in a lot of cases. So when I started wearing glasses at a very young age, I had to have what's called prism in my glasses that helped to pull my sight together. So all the years that I wore glasses, I had to have prism. And then as a young adult, I actually went to contacts for a while, but as I got a little older, the contacts didn't work as well, so I went back to glasses. And there again, prism was a part of it. Well, when I went to the doctor last week, the doctor had examined my eyes. They didn't catch the fact that prism was in my glasses. And then when I was talking to the girl about ordering new glasses, I mentioned it. She said, "Oh, you need to see the doctor again." So I went back in there and he did all the little things saying, "Okay, now I want you to, this is what we're going to do. One side is going to be off, up a little higher. The other side is going to be lower. And I'm going to move things until we bring it all back into one figure that you're seeing." Well, everything he did, every change he made, I never saw but one thing. And I asked him, I said, "How does this change?" And he said, "I don't know." So somewhere in all the patches, my stem cells have obviously come in there and done something good to my eyes that has repaired something that I'm only seeing one. So I don't have to have prism anymore. So I thought that was really unusual. I was very surprised by it and thrilled too. So anyway, I just thought that was something nice to share.
Excellent, Ellen. And when we get injured and so forth, those injuries, it's kind of like almost like they get stuck. Our bodies are like, well, that's the way it is, and we'll just move on. And then when we get we start wearing the patches, it seems to come in and break through that trauma or that block that the body uses to heal and protect itself. And we get some great results like you just did, Ellen. It's beautiful. Thank you.
And also last week, I had a birthday. And a few days, I turned 78. And a few days before that, I had taken my tennis shoes off after taking a walk. And instead of taking my socks off, I started to step across my tile floor in the bathroom. Well, obviously, the way I stepped, it was like my socks and my tile floor was like ice. And my feet flew out from under me. I ended up halfway in the bathroom and halfway in the closet. And honestly, I thought I was going to be so sore. I had a very bad bruise on my left arm, the elbow, but I patched that. And of course, I'm using the water too. So hopefully that has helped as well. But honestly, I was not sore from it or anything. And I was just amazed because I knew at my age that I was going to be hurting all over. And surprisingly, I came through it very well. Thankfully, praise God.
Excellent. Wow. That's a little bonus there. Good, Ellen. Thanks for sharing
That's
that.
right. Very good. But that's what I wanted to share.
Excellent. And I wouldn't have guessed from your voice you were 78. That's pretty impressive. You sound like a teenager almost. So
Well, I think the patches probably have a lot to do with that.
yeah, good. Thank you. Great shares. Jen.
So I'll make it quick, but I wanted to share with everybody. I've been using the water, soaking my feet in it because I have neuropathy, no pain. I haven't had any pain since I started using the patches, but I've been soaking it every day, and I haven't had any magic results yet, but I'm just determined that I'm going to be doing that, and probably add the ice waves on at night, just one on each foot. So I'll let you know how that helps. And the other thing is, I know we're not allowed to say the word heal ever, and we might have some of us, and me too, but repair, renew, regenerate. Those are the words I used to use for Skin Wisdom. Repair, renew, regenerate. So I'm throwing them out there to my LifeWave family because I've got to remind myself also, because Michael will get dinged. And so I'm just trying to help you with that. That's it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Win.
Oh,
When we're not hearing you.
I'm sorry. I needed to do that and I was answering. Okay. Whoop. No, I did it, Gwen. I re-hit it. I apologize. Hit it again. Unmute.
Am
There
I
you go.
good?
Yep.
Okay. 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 Well, my voice sounds kind of wonky, and I'll explain that. There's been a major crud going around at my work, and I was like kicking butt, doing really good. But apparently, it decided to hit me in the middle of the night, Friday night. So I woke up not feeling good. Checked my temperature was a little over 100, almost 102. Rested all day, but I was drinking the water all day, sipping it, and I finally decided to take. I don't know if I can say this. You know, the horse paste. I took that with it, and temperature, everything went down. And today, doing really great and everything. But apparently, about 5 o'clock, my voice decided to go away. So guess what I'm going to do when I get home? I'm going to drink me some water and get my voice back. But everybody was laughing at me. Go, what happened to you? I go, my voice, is gone, but it's going to come back as soon as I walk in the door. And I put some my Cellardyne evening in it and in my good water, and I should be back to go. But I thought y'all get a kick out of my wonky voice. And I wanted to say I'm so proud of everybody that made it to Hawaii. I'm so excited for everybody, and I'm just excited for everybody. And I know one day I will be there with a lot of us here as well. So
That's right.
anyway, anybody listening, send us pictures of y'all on the beach. We need to see them. Love you guys. Bye.
All right. Love you too. Yeah, we'll send you plenty of pictures. Thanks.
Thanks.
Evelyn.
I asked you to unmute, Evelyn. There you go. You did it. You did it.
Well, there's 3 different mute thingies sitting there, and I always hit the wrong one. Well, a couple weeks ago, I guess, Lynn and Karen both went up. I'm not sure if you did. Did you go up to another rank, Jen?
I bounce up and down. I'm not. No, but Michael and everybody is doing very well. The whole team is doing great. I like just being Grandma Jen. Michael knows.
I know Lynn and Karen made a big jump, and now, according to the newsletter that I was just looking at from yesterday's after yesterday's meetings, where it looked like they had to throw a couple of creeps off. One guy, big guy, started yelling, I think. But anyway, it looks like Connie and Barry both only made a week. They said, even without selling any more machines, that they made it. So congratulations to them. So, and I've got one new person now, and she's a nurse, and she really liked hearing all the nurses that we had on last week. So,
great.
So yeah, everybody keep doing it, and I'm gonna get a water machine before long, and I'm looking forward to what it feels like. I love listening to Lynn's thing about her crazy cat and what she's doing. So,
Fun stuff. Yeah. Thanks, Evelyn.
yep.
Maria.
Yes, you hear me now?
Yeah.
I haven't shared in a long time, but I think it's kind of important to say this because, you know, I've been on X39 and X49 since for a year now. I think last April. I was on other patches before that in a different group. But anyway, the thing about this is just with you know, 39 and 49, I have had I never had learned how to cook because I had a problem at meal times from a young girl. And so now and also I was always just a heavy perfectionist. But with this, I've started to learn to cook and I am playing like a child. And I was always afraid of making a mistake. Now, you know, I don't worry about it. I just, you know, I do an experiment. If it doesn't work out, it's okay. Now, I have one question, though, I want to ask everyone, you know, someone who might know. Cataracts, can they be healed? I keep seeing on the internet that says no, they can't be healed. And I
We
don't
can't
know
say any of that, Maria. Maria, we can't say healed.
well,
And
yeah.
then the cataracts, we're not supposed to. So
Can
if
they
somebody were to
dissolve?
have a film over their eyes, I bet
Okay, yeah.
Dr. Annabelle might be able to give you an answer. I'm sorry to jump in, Michael,
Well,
but we're not allowed to say either of those two things. So Dr. Annabelle, and I will back up.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm sorry about saying that. I just didn't know how to ask. Now I know.
Yeah, so when it comes to that film over the eyes that many older individuals have had, and I've even seen pictures of pets with that same film over the eyes. Yes, the X39 has been very helpful in that respect. So no claims here, but I've heard countless stories of individuals having assistance with that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Mhm.
Answered my question.
Very good. And carnosine seems to help the eyesight as well. So if you want to take it up a little notch, try the carnosine patch. All right. Any other shares that anyone wants to give us tonight? All right, but doing a lot of great shares, even though we had to do a little restriction. We've done a really good job. Thanks to Jen and probably Dr. Annabelle is watching as well. We don't have the crazies coming in doing their knuckleheaded stuff. So thanks to everybody, you know, that comes in and you know, shares. Maria, you have something else to share?
Oh, I got unmute. Unmute. I did it. Unmute.
Okay. Yeah, the question is, you mentioned the carnosine. Where do you put it? I tried, you know, does it get on either side or the temple or what?
Yeah, either side of the temple.
Okay.
For the
Thanks.
eyes. I mean, there's lots of different uses for it. Me, I got some kind of like arthritic thing that was going on for a while. I do the carnosine on the wrist, and I really don't have it anymore. So it's the only thing that really, you know, took care of that. So, and sometimes I put the glutathione on the other wrist. So between the two, I don't have any problems with that at all anymore. So it's really good. And it used to be pretty stiff and painful. So no more of that. It's great. Evelyn.
I asked you to unmute, Evelyn.
Evelyn, we don't hear you. You have to unmute.
I'm inviting you. Unmute. I've hit it many times.
There you go.
There. It closes down when I hit it, you know, down to a little bitty square. I forgot what I mainly wanted to say is Michael, do you know anybody that could sneak some water into Rudy Giuliani? He needs some water. They're killing him off in the hospital. He's got pneumonia. Give him some water and he'll be running out of there wanting to play golf within 3 days.
Yeah, I wish. As you're hearing, you know, LifeWave is not that well known. So, you know, there's a lot of people that, especially in the medical industry, unfortunately, you know, they have a certain way that they want to treat people, and they don't want any other things to come in and interfere. So it'd be pretty hard to get it in there, but it's a possibility.
Bobby, he wears patches. Doesn't he have a water machine by now? I'll bet you
I don't
he can
know.
afford. For Christ's sake, is he a billionaire? He's at least hundreds of millionaires. So I know he could afford one. So why can't one of those guys sneak it in? Because I've been told that more than one cabinet member uses it too. Uses it LifeWave. So see if you can get the word to somebody to sneak him in some water.
Yeah. Well, anyone that we're like just a few people away from knowing somebody. So if anybody would have an access to it, there would be Jen. So we'll see.
Okay, that's all. Thank
Everybody's
you.
shaking their head like, yep, Jim. So,
One of our founding fathers that's still alive. We got to keep him around for a while.
that's true. All right. Thanks, Evelyn. And thanks everybody that shared today. It was a lot of great shares, and we really appreciate you guys coming in. It's it's not normal for some people to come in and share their experiences like this, but it seems like a lot of people like to do it, and that's good. So LifeWave is having that magical effect on the brain, so people overcome their fears and anxiety. So lots of love to everyone. Jen, I don't know if you can unmute everybody at once.
I wonder if I can unmute everybody. How? I'm trying to. Okay, wait a
Right,
minute.
we haven't figured that one out, but
I haven't figured that.
Wave and
Okay,
throw
there
up
we
a
go.
heart, that'd
Everybody
be
can
great.
unmute. Everybody can unmute now.
Good
I
night.
did.
Have
Everybody can unmute.
Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Yay.
Safe travels. Have a great trip.
Thanks, everyone.
Yep. See you soon, everyone.